Hey there, we're Talia and Ophira Edut, identical twins and astrologers. Welcome to AstroTwins Radio, where we bring the stars down to Earth.
Hello, friends. It's our weekly horoscope edition for the week of January 1st through 7th, 2024. This is our very first weekly horoscope podcast. So we're kicking off the year with something brand new for you. So many of you have asked us, do you guys have a podcast? We finally decided to find a way to make that answer be yes. And here we are. So 2024. So how do we kick off the first week of the year in tune with the year of transcendent leadership? I want to recommend easing in slowly. And there's a really good reason for that. This Monday, January 1st, Mercury is still retrograde until 10:08 p.m. Eastern. So Mercury is a planet that rules communication, thought processes, data. And a retrograde happens. Every planet has a specific retrograde cycle. Mercury goes retrograde 3 times, 4 times a year, sometimes, mostly three, for about 3 weeks. This one began, and it was a real doozy for the holidays, on December 13th in Capricorn, the sign of tradition, and then in Sagittarius from December 23rd until this New Year's Day, which is all about outspokenness, travel. I've heard about it messing. A friend actually hired a travel agent who promised her a great family vacation. And then she had a view of a dumpster. And she's like a dear, dear person who's like the most generous soul who deserved a vacation more than anyone I know because she's given so much. And, that was heartbreaking. I myself decided to play. I did exactly what I, advise people not to do. I was at a Christmas meal and two family members started jabbering with each other, jabbing at each other, and I got involved a little bit, and it made it worse. I still feel guilty. So, if you're just kind of nursing some of those wounds, well, Mercury retrogrades will throw all the things that Mercury rules a little bit into a backspin. So miscommunications happen, travel snafus, airline delays, just scheduling problems. You leave your phone in an Uber, those types of. I hope you guys didn't have to deal with a lot of that stuff, but that was kind of the vibe, and we won't be done with it till 10:08 p.m. and I don't know, Ophi, 10:08 p.m. Eastern on Monday 1st. So on January 1st. So yeah, it was a highly inconvenient time. But if you took it low key and didn't put a lot of pressure on your holidays, you might have actually enjoyed them. The people that
You did it right.
I just surrounded myself with dachshunds, miniature dachshunds, and that really took the edge off of Mercury retrograde. But for people that had a lot of family members, there was a lot of what I heard a lot of people talking about were a lot of emotions and crying for not really understanding why, but just needing to clear, especially at the Cancer full moon. And then I also heard about just people really wanted to be sovereign and do their own thing and relax. And they felt this pressure, especially because it was Mercury's in Sagittarius, which is about more, more, more. They felt really unhappy with structured plans, dressing up, going to the relatives' houses, anything overly organized. Anything that you had to put a bra on for basically was just annoying for most of the people that I know. They just wanted to chill, do a puzzle anymore. No. The happiest people I knew were doing puzzles and paint by numbers and just flowing.
I
So
think our sister Leora was doing a puzzle in Detroit. I saw a picture while she was having pancakes and muffins made for her. So go, Leora.
sounds pretty good. That sounds like the way to do it. So, but you know what? It's over. It's behind us. New year, new you. And
Almost. It's by Tuesday. It will be at least.
by Tuesday. So Monday we have Mercury going direct. We also have a little bit of an annoying kind of, let's call it a buzzkill for the hangover. So Venus, which is a planet of love and pleasure and parties and, you know, all of those types of things, is having a little argument with Saturn, who's the heavyweight, the buzzkill, like the school principal. They're in what's called a square. It's a 90-degree angle of power struggle. So when that happens, your efforts to have fun get like the kibosh put on them. It's no accident that January 1st is a Monday. My daughter's going back to school on Tuesday. A lot of people have to go right back to work. No time to take the edge off of the holiday hangover, whether literally
Chill with the
yeah.
resolutions. Now, I will say though, a Venus Saturn square. So we're talking when we say words like square or trine, we're talking about the angles between planets. So we think of planets as the actors in the movie of your life. The angles they're in are the dialogue they're having. So think about Venus, this like very like beauty oriented style influencer talking to this like kind of hardcore trainer or military workout person. So I would, like you combine their forces. They're going to be butting heads though. What what it is a good day if you're going to think resolutions or anything, start thinking about your wellness, your health, maybe setting up some systems in your home, cleaning up, organizing. Just don't think about like I am going to remodel my closet system to
Or
lose
lose 20 pounds. I mean, Venus is like wants to eat the leftover cookies in the fridge. And Saturn is like putting a padlock on and be like, haven't you had enough indulgence over the holidays? So, this is not the day to try on your clothes and find out that they don't fit. Please be gentle with yourselves. Wear the elastic waistbands all year if you want. We are a body positive platform. But if you find that, anything with buttons is a little snug, you could be tempted to try to beat yourself up at a Venus Saturn square. It can be very, very harsh. So cut yourself a break and know that on January 11th, the first new moon of the year arrives, and it's going to be in Capricorn, which is all about routines and systems. So give yourself those first 10 days from 1/1 to 1/11 to ease into the year and know that you're going to get this burst of momentum and support from that first.
Yeah, I will. You know what? I would say though that Venus can bring pleasure, can remind you to bring pleasure into your Saturnian routines. Like Saturn wants to structure everything, but Saturn's in Pisces, so it can be a little bit of a dream killer sometimes. So you're gonna want to bring don't let Venus get drowned out because there is pleasure in eating healthy food. I would say that if there's anything like review those rules you've been thinking about and saying, how can I actually turn this into something that'll stick because it's enjoyable?
Yeah, my stepdaughter gave my daughter a really nice cookbook from a called Happy
Did.
Harvest, and we had some fun going through recipes. We had some plans that we made that Clementine, my stepdaughter who lives in Washington D.C., we're going to Zoom and we're going to pick a recipe and do a cooking night together,
Fun.
like from New York to D.C. and make like a healthy quesadilla or something like that. So those are the kind of things that would be a fun, proactive Venus Saturn
That's so
square.
cute. I want to be all those. Let me know when you.
Yeah, totally, exactly.
Well, you're giving us a great setup here for Wednesday, which Wednesday, January 3rd is the quarter moon, which is a waning quarter moon. It's getting smaller, darker from the Cancer full moon of December 26th. And it's in Libra, which is a sign of pleasure, harmony, but also justice and balance. So there's and relationships are where Libra really thrives, like partnerships. So it's a great day for really looking at ways more pleasurable. Again, there's that word, but also balancing, harmonizing, loving, beautifying ways to interact with the people in your world. Libra's about peace, love, and harmony. So if you did have a meltdown over the holidays, if you maybe tried to mediate someone's family drama that you had no business doing, that would be the day to be like, I'm sorry, please forgive me,
Yeah, because, like, honestly, most people were overly emotional and reactive at the on Christmas and at that Cancer full moon compared to their normal level settings. So you are probably going to look back.
So if we could put a finer point on it, this is a week of refinement. It's a waning quarter moon. So we had all this big energy. And now it's like, okay, what do I keep? Sort the crops, pull up the weeds, think about, maybe scaling back a little, but not throwing out the baby with the bathwater. Now the third big deal thing happening, hotspot, is on Thursday, and this one sets off a whole 6 weeks of action. So you don't actually have to wait till that January 11th new moon to start feeling the momentum because Thursday, Mars, the go-getter planet, leaves Sagittarius, which is a sign of adventure, trap. I mean, that helped offset some of Mercury being retrograde in Sagittarius. Mars and Sagittarius was like, I will not be stopped.
Yeah.
I don't care if you canceled my flight, I will still make it there, or I will speak my truth. Anyways, Mars is moving into Capricorn, which is really good news, doubly good news because Mars is at its happiest happy place in Capricorn. There's a system of essential dignities, which says every planet has a place where it is exalted. It can be its most powerful. And Capricorn happens to be that for Mars. So every 2 years, 18 months to 24 months, Mars hits Capricorn for about 6 to 8 weeks. We get this real power surge, this real support with all the Capricorn goal getting. And the fact that it's happening this year on January 4th is very much appreciated because,
Yes. Yes.
I mean, we could use that boost, especially in so
Gonna
here,
catalyze some transcendent leaders in the world for sure too. So it's a very, very important and powerful year that we're stepping into. So don't worry, the stars are going to be your own, I call it a spiritual call to action. You don't have to motivate yourself too quickly. You're gonna get that motivation from all these divine forces starting this week and carrying on through the month. So I know that is what's going on this week, but we want to invite you as we're starting the year to head over to astrostyle.com. We've got our 2024 horoscopes for every sign. You can read about what the year ahead holds. And if you haven't gotten your 2024 horoscope book or daily horoscope planner, we created for the 13th year in a row uh, the ultimate annual guide for every sign to guide you throughout the year. And this year we have a special new format where every zodiac sign has a day-to-day planner that you can
that's
really
right.
use to guide you through the year ahead. And it comes with a ticket to our special Planet by the Planets webinar, which is on Sunday, January 7th. So if you're listening to this it's before the 7th, go get your book because you're going to get a free ticket to the webinar where we are going to go spend a couple hours really mapping out the year for every sign. It also comes with a Google and iCal calendar populator where all the most important dates of the year will just, with a click of a button, fill up your entire calendar. You'll get alerts so you always know what's coming your way.
I just want to say how excited I am. And I've heard from people, thank you, everyone who's bought the book, but I've heard how excited people are about the spiral bound planners, which I like to survey people. Hey, how do you like the book? What would you like to see, improved about it? And a lot of people, so many people were actually taking the book, then like marking it up, putting tabs on it, and then writing stuff in a separate calendar. And
Hmm.
they didn't wanna really write in the book as much because they share it. The big book is the coffee table version, and people like to read about other people in their life, or people grab it and try to read wanna read it. But so we decided to put them both together. So we have a spiral bound planner that lays flat, you can write in it, it has a space for every single day of the year, and prompts. And so we will see you next week. Go grab your book, get your free webinar ticket. Let's plan it by the planets. Sunday, January 7th, 2 o'clock Eastern, New York time. Love to have you with us. And until then, stay aligned and have an amazing week.
As always, thanks for listening. You can discover more of your star power at astrocell.com and be sure to follow us on social at AstroTwins. Join us next time for more cosmic fun.